Hello and welcome to this week's program of GuySuCo Roundup. I'm your host, Courtesy Tal. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in GuySuCo and our country. We'd also like to recognize the contributions of mothers to our sugar industry and our business. They will be focused on their influence in this week's program of GuySuCo Roundup. Please stay tuned.
From the very land that gave sugar around the world the name Demerara comes the finest quality of cane sugar, Demerara Gold. Enjoy the real thing from the original source, the rich, fertile Demerara coastline where sugarcane has been harvested since the mid-17th century. The result is here for you to enjoy. Wherever this unique sugar flavor is needed, Demerara Gold is the ingredient that will always create a stir.
To former employees, here's an opportunity to become a tradesman certified by the Board of Industrial Training through the GuySuCo Training Center. In partnership with the Ministry of Natural Resources, the GuySuCo Training Center at Port Morant will offer basic technical training in refrigeration, electrical installation, welding and fabrication, and motor vehicular servicing and repairs. Application forms are available at the Skeldon, Rose Hall, Enmore, and Wales Estate, as well as the GuySuCo Training Center.
Welcome back. Georgiana Bola will focus on the influence of mothers in our sugar industry.
Exercising due care, accountability, and consideration are requirements that can be applied in any successful business. In transitioning and reorganizing, these principles remain in the forefront. Let's meet the manager of the Materials Management Department, Mrs. Shirley Sobers.
There were a lot of young staff, and as a mother, I have children that go through the similar things that the young people go, and the likes and dislikes are similar. And sometimes I know what motivates them. They prefer that mother touch in terms of listening to them, giving them advice, and that's a part of management. You have to do that sometimes, and you need to listen. Our objective here is to ensure that all the materials purchased are in keeping with specifications and they're here on time for production. That's our main role here. And this is to satisfy the estates and to help them reach their goals and objectives. What we do is plan purchasing so we can have the goods here on time. They provide their requirements, they provide their budgets in terms of the value that they've budgeted for, and we work with that so we can get the items for them. This is a very old corporation, and some of our parents work here, our four parents, and it's important that we keep it alive. So I would say work one day at a time, and look for change. Work towards change and look for that change.
Do you have a dear mother, kind of devoted and true? Dear mother, I'm sending to you best wishes and all the day through. May your days be cloudless and clear, bringing to you true happiness each day and night of the year. She's my mother, and I love her.
Being relevant, trustworthy, and confident govern the operations of the Information Systems Department. Commitment to tasks and initiatives taken by females are respected and recognized.
We have the mandate for making the best use of technology for the company. And we continue in that regard, dealing with our existing systems, making sure that they are performing as the way they should, and we should extend them where necessary, and also looking for new ways that we can help the company. And as you requested, I will pay specific emphasis on the areas where we have our women leading the charge in that regard. If I may, I can start with, first of all, our existing systems where we have Bonita. Ms. Bonita Sampson, for example, is leading the charge in looking at our financial systems, and what she's been working on for the last few months is basically how can we improve the reporting in the areas there. How can we improve some of the way things are done to remove a lot more of the manual work that is taking place there, improve on the efficiency of getting things done, the timeliness of getting reports out. And this would be work that's being done in collaboration with the finance department. So this is the first time we're getting into using any kind of mobile device as part of a business process flow, or in this case data capturing. And what we had to do is develop that from scratch. I mentioned Salisha being out there. That's because she is the developer of that application. All right, so that was developed in-house. On the one hand, usability would be somewhat easy in the sense that when we looked at it, most persons are now accustomed to smartphones and using these various apps on their smartphone and social media and so on. So the intention with knowing that was to make it in a way that it sort of resembles the kind of interaction you'll have with your own smartphones and your tablets and so on. So from that point of view, it's easier for them to use it. But as I said, nonetheless, people are accustomed to doing things one particular way. And so there is a bit of hesitation, a bit of nervousness about leaving your paper and just going fully onto an electronic device. That was expected as well. And so we will have to work continuously, build that trust, build that comfort, which will come over a period of time. We would have spoken some time back about our move to Albion to deal with the agriculture system. We extended that outside of the agriculture. We have working on a factory information system as well. Instead of waiting till somewhere way down the line to get that information into a computer, why not try to capture this information right at the initial source, thereby eliminating some of the issues we see with duplication of effort in terms of having to write that same data over and over. We also have issues of transcription errors where people handwriting, one person write one way, the next person see a 5 and think it's an 8, and so on. So yes, we've just basically taken that to the source and developed a system that we are capturing everything where they occur, and therefore from that generate all the reports out of from there. So that's the work that is being done at Albion, and that is being led by Camila, another one of our women. The information system department is very much part of making the changes that's necessary in the change environment. In some cases, we are moving systems that were normally managed by the estates over to head office, for example, or it was managed by one estate. Let's take, for example, the payment of pensioners in some locations will have to move to a remaining location, and so there is an information system component of that we have to manage, and we're working along with the finance department and the HR department in making all of those transitions. So it's still very much something that is a work in progress. What you have we would have interim solutions in place for now until you finalize what's the most efficient way to do it in the new structure. So Valbonita is the manager that is responsible for supporting all of our existing business systems. So that will include our systems for HR, for finance, our inventory, procurement, our sales system, and whatever other system that we already have out there. She has a team of persons who will support that. And then we have, I mentioned Camila and Celicia. They're responsible for new areas that we are now working on. And so Camila is responsible for factory in particular at this point, and agriculture system as well. Celicia is currently dealing with a specific component of the agriculture system, which, as I mentioned, is the mobile solution, because that's a new area completely, so we isolated that one to deal with. But outside of that, that's at the management level. We have persons we have our women who are involved in technical areas. We have analyst programmers like Nalini, and who's responsible for Oracle support. That's for financials, or Oracle financials, sales system, and so on. We have Ahazia, who develops the payroll and supports the payroll system. We have Tanya, who's responsible for user support. That's the person who goes around and whenever there's an issue that individuals will have difficulty with some component of either their computer or some system, she provides support. And then of course we have our admin team that's led by Siobhan, and include a number of women who they're the front face of ISD, in the fact that anybody who's making a help desk help desk report to ISD will have to interface with them first. Right? They will even solve some of the issues, the ones that they're assigned to solve. They'll deal with those directly, but they're the ones who logged all of our help desk jobs and so on, and also look after the whole building and compound and so on. That will come under the admin team.
I have so much to say, but in the least most simple way, I love you. I have so much to share, and so to show you how I care, I thank you.
There's a choice made by mothers to put someone else's happiness and well-being ahead of their own. In GuySuCo, this trait has been demonstrated in the Alternative Livelihoods program, which still warms our hearts with pride.
We vow at GuySuCo to continue the environmental safety, the proper environmental designs that we've always had, and approach to environmental regulations and our responsibility as a corporate citizen. Those are being maintained in that way. At Skeldon today, we have two sets of persons who are contractors. We have one contractor who has all the people that used to operate the land leveling tractors. They have come under that contract, and they are offering land leveling service to Albion. We have also at Skeldon one person who has taken on 4 operators, and they are offering service with drainage and irrigation. They are using the company's excavator, and they are cleaning and excavating canals and other trenches. We have another person at Skeldon again who has taken on some people, and they are doing, and these are all redundant employees, So this one redundant employee has taken on another set of his colleagues, and they are offering recleaning service. So that estate which was closed, to sugar is not close to life, because the drainage and irrigation aspect of it is being maintained. We're looking at persons who may come together to provide carpentry services. We know our type of carpentry, heavy duty carpentry with pall-offs and bridges and such like. We know how to do that. We can see that also happening. We have our compound maintenance. We have always had to go around trying to get people to get those things done. We have that coming up. Persons keeping in touch with us, we are more open to allowing for that to go to redundant employees should they have the requisite, what is required for these programs to be done efficiently and to the satisfaction of the standards that are set and such like. So it's not just a gift, but at the same time we are improving you or providing you with skills that gives you an option. So the 3 estates which are still in sugar, they will continue to do their part, but the NDIA will pay them for the work that they do on those estates. And the others, we are managing it, and the NDIA is ensuring that the cost is offset for GuySuCo. So today, I want to encourage you to use this taster program as the eye-opener it is, and to share whatever you garner from here with other employees. We'd like to continue to receive feedback, continue to work towards ensuring that everyone gets their foot, so to speak, on the ground, get settled, and find themselves in a position where their life continues to go in a manageable way, prosperous way, even better than they were when they were attached to the sugar industry.
I do emphasize to you, keep positive. You've got to keep positive. You know that saying about when the going gets tough, the tough get going? Well, tough, get going then, because it's only you that's going to remedy the situation. Other people will help. So I'd like you all to write down one thing on your notepad in front of you. And if that's the only thing you take out of today other than livestock things, that's okay. So just write down, if it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Those of you who are serious about remedying the situation, remember that one. If it's to be, it's up to me.
GuySuCo will commit to collaborations with the Ministry of Public Health to guarantee improved health and awareness among employees and communities.
Cervical cancer is a womb cancer. Womb cancer in a layman term. Cervix is the lowest part of the uterus. Uterus is a pear-shaped organ which is just after the vagina. There is a cervix and the uterus is above it, right? And it's a, so what happens is sometimes there is a virus called HPV virus, human papilloma virus, right? That virus is thought to be, not thought to be, but is been found to cause a big portion, a major portion of cervical cancer. Okay? And women who are infected with this virus have more chance of getting cervical cancer. Screening means you find it when nobody knows, even you don't know. When you start feeling the symptoms or having the signs, then it is too late. The cancer has already gone up. It starts with the cell, and then number of cells, and that increase. So it takes time until it gets to cause the signs or symptoms. That's why screening is important, right? If you do the screening on time, cancer is curable. Cancer is curable. Please repeat with me. Cancer is curable. Cancer is curable. This is the attitude which would make us fight this monster, right? The next thing is digital rectal exam, DRE. The doctor has to put a finger from the rectum and feel the prostate. Feel the prostate. But guess what? Men don't want to do it. No, I don't want no one to put finger in there. It is just very brief exam. Because what we have to feel is the texture of the prostate. People who are experienced know what texture or prostate is enlarged or not. You understand? It is same thing like women have uterine fibroids. You know, the gynecologist has to go in and feel if there is a problem. But why it is all right for a woman and not right for a man? I don't understand. When somebody starts more laughing, I say, finger or life? What do you want to choose? You see, if my finger can save your life, you better get it. Every morning, if you can walk brisk, 15, 20 minutes, start with 10 minutes, brisk walking, right? It controls your blood pressure, it controls your cholesterol, it keeps you healthy, remember, people who are immunity is less, get this, so keep you healthy, and immunity gets high, and you're at less risk of any kind of cancer, right? So exercise, good diet. What is a good diet? Green vegetables, fruits, a piece of white meat, fish or chicken, divide it into 4 portions. Don't dump the food. You go at home and you're hungry. If you're a woman, you want your husband to help you out. If you're a husband, you want your wife to get the meal right here now. I want to eat, I'm hungry, you know. So you eat and you sleep. That's the very, very risky life. Understand? Bring your salads, bring your vegetables, bring your small box. Ideally 4 small meals a day. Early morning, 10:30, 11:30, 2:30, 6:30. Eat 2 hours before you go to sleep. That's the best advice anybody can give. If you want to save yourself from buying pills or getting sick, do this. You're the best champion. Right? Thank you very much.
Thank you for spending time with us on this week's program of GuySuCo Roundup. As we face the new week, let's remember to consider respectfully the contributions of females in our life.
Set aside to celebrate with pride and to show how much we love your mothers. To give you your just due for the splendid job you do. It's round the clock, 24 hours. You cook, you wash, you clean. Sometimes it seems your day would never end. Just where you get your energy, us men will never comprehend. Mothers, we gather here to say how much we do appreciate the job you do from day to day, for which you get no pay. Mothers, we all salute. We tip our hats to you. It shouldn't always be just for today. Every day should be designated Mother's Day. Ooh. are troubled times in a world that's so unkind. A mother's job is so much harder. You better believe